Hey y'all, welcome to Southern Gmoregals. I'm Elizabeth and I'm in a collaboration today with Missy from the Crafty Cove, and we're going to bring you some Christmas thrift flips. So stay tuned and let's jump right in. For flip number one, I found this at a thrift store. I paid $2.50 and it's really a pretty piece. I just don't like the dark on the outside. I really like the gold on the inside. So I'm going to leave that gold on the inside and we're going to paint the outside. And these are the paint colors that I'm using in all my flips here today. There's a shell white spray paint, a flat white, and then some metallic gold. There's also a chalk paint there, but the things I painted with the chalk paint, I forgot to put on my flip. So just disregard that one. And here you can see I spray painted this the flat white, and to keep that gold inside from it not coming through there, I just lined it with some paper towels inside and kind of held my hand down in the inside to try to prevent that white from going to the inside and covering up that gold. And it worked really good. I did have to touch up around the very top there. You can see that some of the white did get around the very top. So I just touched that up with some of the gold paint. But this looks really pretty white. I like it much better white than that dark color. So here you can see again after I painted it white, and when you tilt it here, you can see the light coming through, how you can see that gold through the cutout. So it's really pretty. And all I'm going to do is I wanted to just kind of simply take a little brush here, and I'm taking some of that metallic gold. I'm just kind of pushing it into those cutouts and just putting a little bit of that gold around the edges, around the outside. And I didn't do this to every part that's cut out. I just kind of maybe hit the highlights and went around the edges of the trees a little bit, just kind of randomly going around just right around those edges. After I have this completed, I'm going to take a big chunky brush. This is the gold paint again, and it's just right on the edges of those brushes and just kind of randomly sweeping across here around the tops and around the bottom, just kind of all over real light, just to give it a little bit more gold, but not a lot, just a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of that real light glow. So here's my final reveal with this one. Looks great. I've just got a little tea light candle from the Dollar Tree down there inside. The gold inside there though really makes this have a wonderful glow. I'm outside so you can't maybe see it really good here with the candle in there, the glow, but really beautiful, really simple, great deal. You know, only costed me $2.50, and I think it made a great transformation. So let's move on to my flip number two. So I'm really excited to be in a collaboration today with Missy from Crafty Cove. We're both taking some thrifted items. We tried to stay at a $10 limit and then flip them for Christmas decor, Christmas decorations. Check out Missy's channel. It's Crafty Cove. She has lots of budget-friendly DIYs and thrift flips. She also has a lot of farmhouse style and decor. This is a few of her videos you can kind of preview. So her information will be listed down in my description box along with a link to her channel. So go by if you've not checked out Crafty Cove and check out Missy's channel. And let's move on to my DIY number two. For flip number two, I paid $2 for this at the thrift store. I thought it was really cute. I like the little details of the snowflakes here and the texture on this piece. It does have a little chip right in the top, but once I got this painted, you really couldn't tell. There it is. There's just a little chip. So again, we're going to paint this, and I'm using the shell white spray paint. And me and the spray paint fought a little bit. You could see it kind of clumped up there a little bit on me. But I really like the shade of this and the color. And I'm just taking that gold paint again and just kind of going around, kind of hitting the highlights here just to bring out the texture so you can really see these snowflakes and kind of make them pop. So really quickly going around all the snowflakes. And then I'm going to go around some of the corners and the edges just to add a little bit of gold back to this piece. And I also took a little bit of that gold paint and kind of went around the squared part, around the edges and the corners. And I went around, just any of the little places I saw I could add a little bit like where it had some texture. So I could add some definition. I went around the top part of the bowl. And then you can see I went around in the middle there. And then I'm just I have some of this garland left from some Christmas things from last year. And this just came from the Dollar Tree. I just wrapped that around like a little wreath. And that candle also came from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm taking some ribbon that I had left, and I'm just making a little loop around here, just lightly wrapping it around that wreath. And I'm going to use a couple little pine cones and some little beaded floral things that I had left from the Dollar Tree. The little pine cones are the little small seasoned pine cones are the little smelly pine cones that they have in the Dollar Tree. They have like a little scent of cinnamon on them. And then I'm going to use these little beaded pieces, and I just painted those that gold color and sprinkled a little glitter on them. And I'm just placing those around my candle. And this is a Dollar Tree candle. It's lit up, but you can't see it real good outside here. It's first thing in the morning, so you can't really tell that the candle's lit up. But I think this turned out really pretty. Looks really elegant. I like the white on here much better than that old kind of brassy looking gold color that they had. Really a pretty look, and it only cost me a couple dollars to transform this. So we're going to move on to my next flip. For flip number 3, I found this little Christmas tree at the thrift store, and this was only $2, but the little star there you could see is kind of broke. It's a heavy metal piece, and it's got a little candle holder on the back. I thought it was really cute, and we're definitely going to have to fix that star. So this one, I am going to spray paint this too. I'm going to use the flat white spray paint on this one, and then we're going to fix that star, and we're going to put a little candle in the back. And I found this like gold vinyl paper at the Dollar Tree, so I thought I'd try this to make the little star. And all I did was lay the star there and traced it and kind of turned it around and traced it again. So this is what I'm going to use for my star, and it's sticky, so it just stuck right on here. You could see underneath it there just a little bit, but I think it covers it up good. And for some reason, I didn't take a picture of the little stickers, but I have some little blue stickers from the Dollar Tree, like the little beaded stickers, and I just painted those gold and put a little glitter on those and hot glued those on there. And then I took a little bit of that gold paint again and just with that chunky brush went around the edges. I've got a little tea light candle there in the back, but again, you can't see this because it's outside in the daytime. So that white gave it a nice, fresh, modern look, much better than the old dark color that it was. So one more thrift flip. For my last flip here, I found this pretty little sleigh, and this cost me $2.50 at the thrift store, so I thought that was a really good price. And it's metal. It also has that kind of brassy gold color, so I don't like this color. But I'm going to spray paint this the flat white. And wow, it already looks so much better with just a paint job. I wanted to add, it already has lots of little great texture here, but I wanted to add just a little bit more detail on the texture. So I'm just taking some of that gold paint and just kind of touching the highlights here, the raised places. So just really quickly going over some places with the gold just to give it a little bit more definition, or just to kind of give it just a little bit of color here. I don't want a whole lot of gold, but just a little bit. And I'm also going to go around the trim there that's around the sleigh. And here you can see a little bit better, just kind of some gold touches, almost looks like a little gold flake or so, kind of spread around here on my sleigh. Next, I'm going to put some floral arrangements in here, and I'm using maybe some non-conventional things in here, but I have some white tissue paper down in the bottom, and then 2 of those long pine cones to hold my floral things in place. I have some of those gold bows on the other side, and then I have some of these pine cones that actually have glitter on them, and these were left from some floral things I bought from Dollar Tree last year. I did buy these little poinsettias, the gold ones, and the white ones this year from the Dollar Tree. And then I have these frosted red berries. They are left from a Walmart floral arrangement that I had left from last year. So all I'm doing is putting some of my bows down in here first. I'm putting those, I have 3 bows down. And then I'm going to go back and fill in with my flowers. It was hard for me to do this and film at the same time outside, so I'm showing this to you in section by section. But these are the flowers that I've added. And then I'm going to go back and put my pine cones in. I want those to be a little bit taller than the flowers, so they're kind of sticking up above. Just give it a little bit of that gold pop there on the top. And then I'm going to go back and add the red berries in. And I've got 3 pieces of those that I'm putting in. So these look great. I did make some, I cut some pieces of garland, some of the green, kind of evergreen garland, and painted those white. That's what I'd use with the chalk paint, but I forgot to put those in here. So that would be a nice compliment to put in here, but I forgot to add those in, so you don't see those in my sleigh. I think this turned out really pretty. I love the white. Looks so much better than the old brassy gold kind of color that this was colored. I think some little candy canes will look cute or look sweet sticking out of here. I just didn't have any to put in there. So here's a big final reveal. Here's everything together outside. It looks really pretty where the sun is just kind of coming across here in the morning. I hope you enjoyed my thrift flips. Definitely check out Missy's channel as listed down in my description box. If you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe. The Rusted Willow and myself, on every third Thursday, we have a Thrift Flip collab that we do together. So check us out on the third Thursday of the month. Hopefully I'll have some more Christmas things out for November on my Thrift Flip video. And I hope I inspired you to see that you can get some budget-friendly items and make these over into more moderate or high-end. Thanks so much for watching. Hope everybody has a great day. Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite one is. Thanks again.